security. So that's how the back looks. So I'm going to cut this because this side's shorter. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this to about the length of that one. So that looks pretty cute so far. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and, do I want to put one maybe there? Yeah, that'll be cute. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little dot of hot glue there. And you could add extra ribbon coming down like I did on the other one. I mean, you can do these however you want. I'm just kind of just giving you a little bit of an idea here. So that looks pretty cute. And should we have a couple more? I don't know. I kind of like the simple, the plain and simple there. That's pretty cute. And then what we can do is we can take some of that pink ribbon and tie a bow up here and maybe add one of the flowers up there. So we'll go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to cut a piece of ribbon fairly big because I want the bow to not be super tiny. I also got these little bows off of, I bought some socks and these were on there. So I actually use this for the other bunny's bow tie. I mean, it's an already made bow. I just cut this off and glued it on. So, I mean, you can even do like a little headband if you wanted to, kind of like that. That's cute. But we'll go ahead and make our bow. Do it on this ear here. I'm just going to tie it. I mean, that's even cute, isn't it? Just have a little, you can still make a bow and just have, actually, I think I'm going to tie a knot before I make the bow so that way it stays. Okay. That's how it looks before I clip it. So I think I am going to go ahead and clip it. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Should I clip it or should I leave it? Just this piece won't. So I'll just clip it down. So it looks pretty cute. And then we could take a blue flower and put it there. Just to kind of accent the bow. Just let that dry for a second. Well, she looks cute. So I think that's all I'm going to do with her. The other one that I have, I did draw a couple little eyelashes on. It didn't turn out. I'll show you. I mean, it looks kind of cute, but it's not. You can tie it on. I mean, if you want to do that, especially if you're better at drawing eyelashes, go for it because it kind of makes for more girly looking. But this one I think I'm just going to let go for right now. I even had thought about maybe getting just some little like cut fake eyelashes and gluing them on. That'd probably be cute. But so that's the girl bunny. She turned out pretty cute. We'll go ahead and start on the boy bunny now. So again, we're going to go ahead and get his arms off. I really feel like I'm going to just rip his whole arm in half. Oh, okay. So again, it's split there. With his, though, literally, I'm not going to glue it because we're going to be wrapping fabric around his arms. So it's the start of the boy. So let's get our fabric back out. Okay, now for the boy one, I basically did the same thing as I did with the girl, is I kind of wrapped it. And let's go with the straight edge here. Is I kind of wrapped it around his body. To kind of see where I want it. And with his, we are going to connect it here. You'll be able to tell once we cut it and everything. So what we're gonna do real quick is we're just gonna go ahead and cut a piece of fabric, because we know for him you don't need all that much because it's just a little vest. So we'll go ahead and just cut this in half basically. And we'll set that piece aside. And that it's not the side that has the sticker on it, so that's good. Oh, these things collect so much dust or fuzz. And okay, so we don't want his vest actually really connecting, so we are gonna have to cut this down more. What I'm gonna do first though is I'm probably going to cut the length off first to make it easier to work with. So I'm assuming probably this fold, I could probably cut on this fold here, and I'm going to have plenty of fabric to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut this on the fold. And again, it doesn't have to be straight. We're going to go ahead and seam it. Okay, so I would say the length is probably pretty good for his vest. So we're going to go ahead and cut, we're going to fold this in half and cut it down a little bit more so it doesn't completely overlap. So I'm thinking about that much taken off. And then we can probably use these little strips right here for the sleeves. Okay, so his little vest, I'm going to cut it a little bit more, I think, because I don't want it to be completely overlapping. You could do this if you want, just, I mean, that would be cute, though. If you don't, okay, we're probably just going to go ahead and do it this way, just so I have a different version of the vest. But what I did with the other one is, because it was overlapping, I went ahead and I seamed it. And I seamed it, you know, back pretty far on each side. And as you can see, just the top then will be connecting. So then it would be like this kind of vest, or this little jacket basically. And then I just glued a little one of those pre-made bows right there. So if you wanted the vest like that, like I did this polka dot bunny here, all you would have to do is cut this shorter, and like I said, fold in the seams there to go ahead and have it touching just up by his neck so you can add your bow tie. I think with this one today, though, we are going to have it overlap. Let me see. Am I going to be able to seam this? I don't know. I kind of would want buttons coming down, though. What could I use for buttons? Well, I could probably make these flowers buttons, and it would match the girl bunny. I might do that. I might make 2 little buttons for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and seam this real quick. And we'll see how short it comes out after I seam it too, honestly, because that may matter. So I'm just going to go ahead and seam literally this whole piece of fabric. And my glue gun's acting up, of course. So we'll just do this small little section first. Okay, and then we'll make another line if my glue gun would cooperate. And the garbage truck's back. Where's everybody from? Are you guys supposed to be getting this ice storm too? It's supposed to start around 5 tonight and last until I think like 10 a.m. tomorrow. Alright, I'm just seaming this side here. We'll seam. I don't know how much shorter this is going to make it. So we'll find out. I hope I explained enough on the short vest. If I don't happen to do that one. If I didn't and you have any questions, just please let me know in the comments. And I mean, if needed, I can make just literally a tutorial on the short vest. I know that it can get frustrating when you want to know how to do something and either the person doesn't quite explain it or show you properly, and like you want to know how to make it. So, I mean, if I can help out at all, just let me know. And like I do try to, when somebody requests a tutorial, I try to do it as soon as I can. Because I know when I'm ready to make something, I'm like watching all kinds of tutorials to see everybody's like different ways that they do it, all the items that they use. Because sometimes you got to try to figure out what items to use if you can't find everything that other person had. You know what I mean? Okay, so we have that all seamed. Let's go ahead and wrap this around. Okay, so it's basically, this is like the short vest. It's just longer. It is just touching up here, so I don't think I'm going to do the buttons now because it is shorter than I thought it was going to be, but that's literally the vest right there. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and glue this down. And all you just really need to just glue it. No, we're just going to overlap it and glue it. Make sure we have it on his neck. How it should be sitting. And that's how it's going to be. So we'll go ahead and glue that now. And that's how he's looking so far. So before we put any embellishments or anything on him, I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with him still. We'll go ahead and put the sleeves on his arms. So I'm just going to take 2 scrap pieces of fabric. You can seam it if you want to. I'm not going to right now, just to save some time because I'm already at, this video is already pretty long. What you're going to want to do is you are going to want to wrap this, but you also want to make sure that you kind of cover the top, so the top of the arm is covered. So when you wrap this around, you can kind of like fold these in and glue them, and I'll show you how here. So I'm honestly just going to let's just put some glue on even the top of it. Of the bunny's arm. Like that. And then I would put glue on the back. So then we can wrap this fabric. And I'm probably going to need a little bit there. And that's pretty much how your sleeve's going to turn out. It's hard to see the light. This glue gets out of control sometimes. Okay, so what I'll do then is I'll cut off this excess of fabric here. And I'll kind of cut it more towards the back, so that way when we glue it on, you shouldn't be able to really see the seam there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some hot glue on the inside of the arm up at the top here. And just start kind of tucking the fabric down. And then I'll add a little bit more glue, and we'll go ahead and fold the front of the fabric down. Oh, this glue gun. And I do want that to literally take the shape of the arm, so I'm going to keep folding and sticking it down so it sticks. I need another glue stick. And then I'm going to add some glue to go ahead and just attach this as well. So then so we're going to take our little bunny, see about where we want the arm, so that looks good there, and then just press it down. And that's his one arm on there. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other arm. We're just going to do it the same way. We'll go ahead and put some hot glue on the bunny's arm itself. And then we're just going to wrap it in the fabric. I mean, that's the easiest way I came up with making a sleeve. If you guys have other techniques, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and cut off this excess back here. I'll try to get this top folded down. I don't, it's liquid stitch. It's probably less messy, but how long does it take to dry? I don't even know. It's been forever since I used it. So I don't even know if the liquid stitch would be a good idea or not, depending on dry time. So I'm going to put some glue on his arm to reattach it. Try to find about the same spot on the opposite side and glue it down. So that's how the boy bunny is coming along. Okay, now do we want to do a tie? Do we want to do a tie, or do we want to do, you know, like a little flower? Or both? Maybe we'll do both. We'll do both on this one. And I just pulled the green one out. I'm not going to use the green one. I'm going to use a blue so it matches. I mean, even a pink one would match because their ears are pink, and I used pink on the girl bunny's dress. But I think that we're just going to go ahead and use blue. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the bow first. I mean, it just looks really cute like that too, doesn't it? I mean, you don't really need a whole lot. You don't really need a whole lot to decorate these bunnies up. I mean, just a little bit of fabric and some ribbon, and I mean, simple is cute. I don't know, let me see how that, I mean, that's cute too though. We'll just go ahead and glue it on so he matches his little girl bunny. So he looks cute. They look cute together. Their ears are kind of floppy. That's how they're looking. Now he needs a tail as well. I forgot where I put it. So we'll fluff up his tail a little bit here. These boy bunnies would look really cute with like a little top hat. I'll have to try to figure that out, how I can make a little top hat. That would be really cute. Or if any of you guys know how to make one, let me know. Help a girl out. Alright, we'll stick his little bunny on there. His little tail. And that looks cute. Aw, that looks really cute. So that is how I made over the Dollar Tree bunnies. Now this video is about an hour long, over an hour probably, with the two parts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a short break, and I will come back and probably upload this wagon video on a separate. This is the longest video I think I've ever made. I think I'll upload the wagon on a separate video post, because it's going to be a little time consuming with the painting and everything else like that. And I do want to show you step by step how I did this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, take a quick break. I'll clean up some of my stuff here that I'm not going to be using, and I'll go ahead and make the video for this cute little wagon to go with your cute little bunny set. So I'll talk to you guys here in a bit. Bye.